For anyone left still standing, go ahead and take a seat. Thank you all for joining us on this beautiful and warm afternoon. I'd like to officially welcome you to the 124th Commencement Ceremony at Dearborn High School. Arthur Clark was the first pioneer to graduate in 1897 and was the lone member of his graduating class. This year, we have 466 students we recognize and celebrate as the graduating class of 2021. I can say with confidence that no class before has had to persevere as you have had, and I can not express how proud we are that you all made it to this point. 123 graduating classes have gone before you and have lived their lives as proud pioneers. As you go forth, remember our motto, always in the lead. Live your lives building upon the achievements and accomplishments that you have had over the last 13 years. And finally, lead your lives with pioneer pride. To begin our ceremony, I would like to welcome our senior choir, directed by Ms. Pegouske, who will perform the national anthem, followed by the class of 2021 President Maya Beydoun and the Vice President Taylor Berry. Maya and Terry, if you could please come forward with the Pledge of Allegiance. And then after the national anthem and the pledge, Maya will share a few words as class president. Thank you.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
If you guys would please rise for the pledge. Wait for everyone to sit down, and then you can walk.
1, 2. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Maya, just hold tight. Let them all see.
Dear Class of 2021, congratulations on graduating, we made it. As we close this chapter, ready to pen the next, many of you may feel the nostalgia of homecoming, football games, and the all-nighters you pulled with your friends for those history exams sophomore year. Although these memories may feel heavy on our hearts as we part from this stage in our lives, the strides we will make in leaving our imprint on the world will make us feel as if we don't need to keep looking back unless it is to see how far we have come. What lies ahead of us is very exciting, regardless of how prepared you feel for what comes next. Many of us may have this ideal path that's been instilled in us of graduating, going to college, and getting a job. But if your path isn't as clear as this, don't feel pressured to create one. As best stated in the song Paradise by BTS, it is all right to stop. Don't run without knowing where you're going. It's all right not to have any dreams if you have moments where you feel happiness. And with that, I want to remind you, don't run for nothing, as the words that make us who we are truly embody our paradise. Thank you to all of the engineers, custodians, and lunch staff who held our school together. Thank you to our teachers and administration for both serving as educators and role models in our journey. Thank you to the guidance counselors for supporting us through every important decision we've had to make. Thank you to our families for helping us grow outside of the classroom. And finally, thank you to the class of 2021 for sticking by my side through this crazy ride we've been on together. It has been an honor serving as your class president these past 4 years, and I can't wait to see all of the amazing things you will accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Taylor, the senior choir, and Miss Pegouske. Also, students, you guys are all 6 feet apart, so if you haven't pulled your mask down, you can go ahead and do that. Thank you guys so much. I'd like to recognize the following Board of Education members and district administrative staff who are joining us on stage today. Dr. Glenn Maleyko, our superintendent. Mr. Dave Mustonen, Director of Communications. Ms. Fatmi Faraj, Executive Director of Student Achievement. Mr. John Leacher, Supervisor for Health, Safety, and Security. Ms. Nada Alamadine, Director of Human Resources. Mr. Abe Mashur, Director of Student Services. I'd also like to recognize members of our Board of Education, our President, Mr. Jim Thorpe, Trustee, Mr. Hussein Berry, Trustee Mary Petchikoff, Secretary Adele Mozep, and Treasurer Irene Watts. I'd like to invite Dr. Maleyko to the podium as our first guest speaker. Dr. Maleyko will be followed by our school board president, Mr. Jim Thorpe, for a few words as well. Dr. Maleyko.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. I appreciate the great work that you and your administration have done this year. We're very appreciative. Good afternoon, pioneers. Although I kind of have this warm robe, this funny hat, I was smart enough to wear my dry fit shirt underneath with the proud colors of the Pioneers. So, and I see a lot of orange out there. Being here this afternoon on this field, seeing so many smiling faces brings me great joy and happiness. I know it's a little warm today, but we got a bit of a breeze too. It feels great though to be here and gather together and celebrate the accomplishments of these students, doesn't it? Commencement ceremonies are always one of the best days of the school year. Celebrations such as this graduation ceremony is an important part in acknowledging the hard work and success of our students. Let's face it, this group of students have had an experience like no other. They ended their junior year not knowing what the summer would bring, how the school year would start, or what their senior year would look like. Over the past 16 months, these students overcame many challenges that other students in the past have not faced. They have shown us that determination and continually striving to accomplish your goals can get you through the most challenging of times in unforeseen adversity. The seniors here today all deserve an extra pat on the back, an extra congratulations, and an extra round of applause. Graduates, thankfully, you didn't have to make the journey here alone. Throughout your time here in Dearborn, you have had great teachers, outstanding teachers, who have fulfilled those other two words in our mission statement, inspire and educate. Their work is always worthy of praise, but this past year, teachers have gone to extraordinary lengths to ensure that the quality of instruction continued. They stretched their own limits in order to make sure all students continued to learn. On behalf of our board, administration, I offer our most sincere thanks to all teachers for their dedication and tireless effort to inspire and educate. I'm so happy we can also be here today to get on with the celebrate part. Don't you all think so? Another important component of student success is a strong commitment and support from family. I want to acknowledge and thank the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and family members for all that you have done to help these young men and women attain their educational goals. Come on, students. I'm sure it wasn't always easy, maybe a struggle to balance work and family, and perhaps even a little frustrating at times when the Wi-Fi was bogged down with schoolwork and online classes. And believe me, my household understands I have 2 teenagers at home as well. But those sacrifices, those small inconveniences, and all of that love and support made a huge difference in the life of these graduates. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Finally, I'd like to conclude with just a few words to our students. Although your experience over the last year and a half may have been very unique, please do not forget that you are not alone in overcoming hardship. Many generations before you have also experienced unforeseen events, setbacks, and obstacles. Despite those challenges, they too were able to prosper, overcome, and add to their story to the fabric of our nation. We live in a great country full of opportunity. We are living in a great time where serious discussion on topics that have kept us divided are once again taking place with the goal of bringing us all together. Do your part to keep the conversation going. Keep your mind open to new thoughts and ideas. Remember, no 2 people are alike. We all have different thoughts, different ideas, different interests, and different likes. That's okay. That's what makes our world interesting. But when we act with disrespect and treat others unkindly or refuse to listen, that's when we limit our thoughts and our ability to learn. Take advantage of the opportunities that this learning experience has provided you. Education is the greatest tool we have to unlock our full potential and ability to help others. Most importantly, always remember that a compliment and kindness goes much further than an insult and hatefulness. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, and the entire Dearborn Public Schools community, congratulations, class of 2021. Let's all celebrate the success of these students, the opportunity that today brings, and the brighter future that lies ahead. Congratulations.
It felt strange not having any graduation ceremonies to attend to last year, so on behalf of the Board of Education, we are so very happy to be here sweating with all of you today. In 1979, a group of British comedians put together a movie that was so controversial it was banned in parts of Europe. The movie was about a case of mistaken identity, and at the end, an unnamed character turned to the lead character, Brian, and said, "Cheer up, Brian. You know what they say. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle, and this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life." I share this with you today because we all have things in life to grumble about, and you will have more things. And while this is a day of celebration, it is also a time for us to be reminded about the importance of being optimistic and having a positive mental outlook at times. Things like all of a sudden you became online learners this year, even though you didn't necessarily sign up for it. Your parents had to become teachers and tutors, and your teachers needed to learn a whole new way to work. So seniors, please take a minute and join me in recognizing the parents and family and friends that helped you get through this, and the teachers that changed their whole way of operating to get you through this year. The song continues, "If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten. And that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life." You will have more bad times in your life. I hate to be the one to tell you that, but it's going to happen. And the way you face it will make a huge difference. If I think back to when we first had to go into the lockdown, there were things that I felt really bad for my whole family, all the opportunities that were being missed. But what also happened is we reconnected. We had dinner together, and that hadn't happened much in the last couple of years. We watched movies together. We played games together. I even got the kids to clean the house once or twice. It was great family time. And then all of a sudden the lockdown started to ease and you were able to finally see your friends again, though it might not have been close enough for you. How great did that feel? You had taken these things for granted. There were so many things that we all took for granted that we're now getting a chance to do again. So remember, when things get tough, things will get better again. There will be times where a test won't go the way you want. You might not get the grade in the class that you hope for. A relationship will end. You don't get the job you want. And in those times, remember, always look on the bright side of life. So, pioneers, seniors, class of 2021, as you go forward into your futures, I leave you with those words to always look on the bright side of life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Maleyko and President Thorpe. I'm going to continue some thank yous here as well. Thank you to Ms. Maslamani or Ms. Terry for helping set everything up. Also, thank you to Mr. Bill Guido and the entire custodial staff and our phenomenal teachers who are on the outside here. If we could give them a round of applause, I'd appreciate it. Also, as has been said before, thank you parents so much for your support. The achievement and accomplishments that this class can boast wouldn't be possible without you, so thank you so much. And finally, students, I want to thank you and appreciate you for all of your work to get to this point and helping make us better educators. Thank you so much. Each graduating class has top academic achievers. These students compile outstanding academic records that earn them the titles of Valedictorian and Salutatorian. Typically, they'd be on stage with us, but we wanted to socially distance, so they're out here in the crowd. It is my privilege and honor to recognize our honorees. The class of 2021 Valedictorian is Celina Bazzi. Celina, would you please come forward? You can go ahead and do that while I'm reading. She's right here. Come on, Celina. While Ms. Isaac's giving her her medal, I'm going to talk about her bio a little bit. Celina graduates with a 4.39 grade point average, having taken 9 AP courses and 4 college courses while spending her time at Dearborn High and the Dearborn Center for Math Sciences and Technology. Celina was involved in the Business Professionals of America, Student Council, Key Club, National Honor Society, Anti-Bullying Club, and Link Crew, and accumulated over 760 community service hours. She played tennis for 4 years, became a national AP scholar, and a national CWIT finalist. Next year, Celina will attend the Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor and will earn her BBA to pursue a career in corporate real estate development, eventually planning on beginning her own nonprofit with the goal of advancing the immigrant population. Once again, please congratulate the Dearborn High School class of 2021 Valedictorian Celina Bazzi. Celina, thank you. Thank you. The class of 2021 Salutatorian is Grace Boettger. Grace, if you could please come forward. And I'm thankful Miss Isaac volunteered to do this part with the medals. Grace graduates with a 4.38 grade point average, having taken 11 AP courses while at Dearborn High School and also at the Dearborn Center for Math Science and Technology. While at Dearborn High, Grace was part of varsity soccer, varsity field hockey, the Creative Writing Club, National Honor Society, and Quiz Bowl. Grace will be attending the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor in the fall to major in computer sciences and pursue a career in web design or software development. Please congratulate once again the Dearborn High School class of 2021 Salutatorian, Grace Boettger. There's one other student who I'd like to recognize, if he could stand where he is, Mustafa Haider. Mustafa, where are you? All right, so. Mustafa is reporting to boot camp for the United States Marines. He has to report tomorrow, but will be there on Monday. Mustafa, thank you for your service. I would now like to welcome the class of 2021 student speaker, Ameer Aluglah. Ameer.
Hello, graduates and everyone celebrating with us today. We have been through a lot together, whether we were close or not, and I'm so proud and appreciative that we, the class of 2021, get to share this moment together. It goes without saying I'm elated to be graduating. However, it has been a hardship to get here. I have had to overcome obstacles to get to this point. Like me, we've all experienced loss in some way, whether it be losing a loved one, a friend, or even ourselves. Witnessing my mother's struggle after my father's death was devastating. Mom, you sacrificed so much for me to be here. You carried the weight of both parents and spared me so many struggles along the way to ensure my happiness and success. And I'm grateful for that. In the end, whatever challenges I had to face have made me who I am today. As we begin this next chapter, I want to share 3 important lessons that I have learned are essential to being successful. 1, work hard. Dreams are nothing without hard work. There's absolutely nothing you cannot accomplish if you are willing to work for it. 2, be kind. Kindness is bound to conquer. Being kind to others is a gateway to success. From this day forward, aim to be the kindness the world needs. And 3, chase the passions, people you see yourself in. Pursue them with ardor, as they will make the future the one you desire. As philosopher Albert Schweitzer once said, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you will be successful. Remember, your past ultimately doesn't define you. It only serves to mold you into the person you will become. Use your past to create the future you want. The mistakes and turbulences we have faced should be lessons we carry along with us. Those lessons then become the foundation for all our future success stories. Be proud of yourselves that you made it this far and that you haven't given up. When your mind, soul, and creativity are aligned, you're unstoppable. At the end of the day, make the decisions that make you happy. Do the things that make you happy. Be the person that makes you happy. This is all to say, be bold. Chase your happiness, and undoubtedly, success will follow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ameer.